What's up, you guys? Today let's go over some hats. Alright, so I had some comments last time asking about my hats. This was the one I was wearing in the video. And I wanted to tell you about these three hats that I like a lot, what I like about them. And I also wanted to share some tips on how to distress your hats to make them look more worn. If you haven't figured out that I like things worn and vintage looking by now, then I don't know what to tell you. All right, so this hat is a Stetson. I mean, I think we're all familiar with Stetson at this point. This was a collaboration they did with a company called Buck Mason a while back. And it's basically just a Straddle Liner. One thing about the Straddle Liner you'll notice is they always come with a little rim, like a little bow rim around the outside. I prefer just a more basic looking hat. And this one is one of those hats that can literally be worn with anything. What I love about the Straddle Liner is that the brim is not super wide on it. There's a lot of hats that I do like to wear, but they're more of a special occasion type hat where they're a statement piece. This hat, to me, is something that you could technically wear, every day. It goes with pretty much everything. Also, if you have your hair a little longer, it makes it easier to keep hair out of your face without wearing a beanie or a hat every single day. So, that is one thing I love about these hats. And also the fact that they're felt. So felt actually will absorb dirt and dust and things like that that I think end up making these hats look really timeless and cool. So I do remove the ribbon around the outside. It's a little bit of a pain to go through and do. Plus you lose the stitching out of the leather band, but honestly it stays in fine on its own. I don't have any issues with it coming out like while I'm wearing it, and honestly, you can see it's in there. So also I'll show you, this is my black Straddle Liner, which as you can see, I also removed the ribbon that goes around it. Again, the inside is, it's in there, but if you pull on it, it pops right out. With this hat, what I did is I actually went out and you could take pretty much, if you've got some dusty dirt in your yard or something like that, and just sprinkle it on these hats, and the felt will actually pick it up and you can dust it off. Over time, it creates like this really cool, like weathered old, tombstone or whatever classic Western look you're going for. But I think it looks really nice. Again, it's kind of like the same thing like I mentioned with the shoes. I'm not crazy about super shiny, bright things. I like stuff that's more worn. That is what I've done with this hat. I literally took it brand new, removed the ribbon, and I put dust and dirt all over it. So also with these hats, to reform the felt, which is really a cool trick, is if you can see this one, I actually left sitting on my nightstand. So it got a little bit of moisture on it and it propped up that back corner. What I can do is you actually can take a steamer, and if you just lightly steam these, get them set in place, and then take just some regular hairspray, hit them with hairspray, and it'll hold it, it'll reform its shape, and it'll hold, and you'll get that crispy brim feel again. Also, if you want to take the hairspray and go over the actual hat, it will set some of this cool dust and aged look in place. So these also, though, these hats you do not want to get wet. I would say it's probably going to absolutely destroy it if you do get it wet. The last hat was sent to me from a company out of Australia called Billy Bones Club. This is their Billy Bones Rascal hat, I believe. Yeah. It is a firm brim. It's definitely more of a one of my more wider brim hats that I like to wear, but it also goes with everything, super unique. It's It's a very, very well-made hat. It's a lot less flexible than these. So it's got actually some really cool leather pattern designs around the outside of it. And you can see that I also have put some dust on this. Those are my 3 hats I'm showing you this week. I hope those tips helped you out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see in the coming weeks. And we can do some stuff on some pins and patches and where to get all that kind of stuff. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week.